Now we have the different concept joins, joins in ABAP. See the definition of it. Joins are used to fetch the data from multiple tables using a single select query. See the clear difference. Instead of writing this much amount of code, I just need a single select query. Get all the data from multiple tables. Get all the
Mhm.
data from the multiple tables. So the question here comes into the picture, if I have this better option, why I am reading this one? Why am I using this one? Right?
Yes.
There must be some reason. There must be some reason. Think on that. What could be the reason for it? When to use for all entries and when to use joins. Think on that. When to use for all entries and when to use joins. So to understand this situation, just think on that. If I am writing joins, what I am doing here, I am able to uh, get the data from multiple tables, right? Let's say my employee, or let's say VBAK and VBAP, header and item table for sales order. Okay.
Mhm.
Now just think on that. Here what I am doing in case of for all entries, at a time, I am getting data from VBAK. Then at a time I will get data from VBAP, that is query 2 VBAP. Then I'm storing it in the item table. Then I'm performing all those things that I'm looking for. But at a time you are hitting here two tables, right? Every table can have millions of data, millions
Mhm.
and billions of data. I cannot know predict from earlier without seeing it, right?
Yes.
So which one will be more affecting the database? Which one will be more affecting the database? Definitely this one, right? So if you are directly hitting your table, multiple tables together at the same time, definitely you are
Mhm.
impacting the performance of your database, right? Definitely we are
Mhm.
impacting the performance of the database. That is why joins are not that much used. What you can do,
Okay.
yeah, that is the main reason. Two, so that my efficiency of system and database should not decrease. So when we are working with the traditional databases like Oracle DB, Oracle DB. What is the meaning of traditional databases? Relational database. Okay.
Mhm.
Oracle DB, let's say Sybase, MySQL, MS SQL, Microsoft MySQL is there, and etc. So when we are working with the traditional database, then we will go for all entries, because they are not that much powerful. They are not that much powerful in nature. If you are going to use the joins on them, it can impact the performance of these traditional databases. But what about my HANA? HANA is the most powerful database for real-time data processing, right?
Mhm.
Is the most powerful database for real-time data processing. It is very powerful in nature. We can use joins directly on the HANA system. We can directly use joins on the HANA system. So first, it will be my suggestion to check your system. If it is HANA, it will be, if you are writing joins, everybody will accept your code. Nobody will question on that. But if let's say you are using your traditional database, it will be a suggestion to use the for all entries, because you cannot know your code. Let's say someone is copying it and using in their system. So if there is some see a problem with the efficiency of the code, anybody is going to question on that. Okay, two
Mm-hmm.
different ways again here for same purpose. Again, it totally depends on the developer how they are going to perform it. Totally depends on the developer. Joins directly, we are going to join the tables together and bring the required data using a single select query. Now, how many types of joins? Types of joins. So in SAP, we have two types of joins. We have two types of join. The first one is inner join. Second one is outer join. Outer join. Inner join and outer join. Inner join and outer join. So inner join finds and returns the matching data from both the tables. Finds and returns the matching data from both the tables. Only matching data from both the tables. Okay, there can be a possibility now. Let's say I have some data in the header and I have not yet stored any data for their item. There can be a possibility, right? So
Yes.
inner join only fetches out the common record between them. And then we have the outer join. So what is the use of outer join? Outer join finds and returns the both matching as well as non-matching data from our tables. Both of them, not only header but also item. If the data is matching, then it is good. If it is not matching, then it is more perfect. Both together. So in your outer join, one we have is left outer join. So outer join is also of two types here. Inner join is only single one, but outer join is of two types. One is left outer join. What do you think? What is the use of left outer join? It brings
Mm.
all the data from left table, okay,
Okay.
and only matching data from right table. Then we have right outer join. It brings all the data from right table and only matching data from left table. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
two different things. So let's go and write code for them. And let me just show how joins is directly going to reduce the length of your code. So joins in ABAP. Joins in ABAP programming. Type executable, take the package and transport request. Now go back to your previous code, just bring the final structure. We don't need now left and all those things. I can go for deep dive 1, display. I will directly bring the final structure now. I don't need header and item table. I can directly bring the final one and its internal table and work area. Just see here the benefit of joins. Also, we will bring select option, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only these three things. Then we are going to write joins. We are going to perform joins. So select employee ID, employee name, department, manager, then project ID, project name, project name. Then we have got from your header table. Okay, from your header table, join your item table, project details. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
from your header table, join your item table. Now the question here is, here your system will not be able to understand which column belongs from which table, right?
Yes.
System will be confused. So the solution for this problem is to give a alias name for your header and item. So what we write here as, let's say I'm naming it by myself header, and for the details I am naming it as item. So I will give here reference now header, and then we will give tilde operator. Tilde operator is used, give the reference. So header, header, and header. Same thing I will give for the item, item, tilde operator, item, and tilde operator. So head 4 columns from header and 2 columns from item. From my header table as header, this is just a alias name. Join item, then join condition. So on I will give the join condition. So header tilde operator, which column? Employee ID, right? Based on the employee
Mm-hmm.
ID, I am performing the join. So employee ID is equal to item employee ID, right? Then
Yes.
I will store into my final into table LT final, where employee ID, or let's say header employee ID in your select option. This is a join condition. Here this is by default inner join. You can also write like this way, inner join or join, both of them are inner join only. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's check for syntax. No error. Go for pretty printer and activate it. Now I will loop and display the data. Loop at LT final into LS final. Let's display the data and check if I am able to get the result or not. So write ls final hyphen employee ID, ls final employee name, ls final department, ls final manager, ls final project ID, ls final project name. Just see the length of code, how much the length of code has been reduced because of join, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I go for execute, If I am directly clicking on execute without giving any entry, how many data we are going to get? What is the last data? 105, right?
Mm-hmm.
105 is the last data. Now just get back to our table and see how many data is there. If I am going for my header table, S11, employee table, display, contents, execute. How many data is there? 107. If I go from my item, display, contents, execute. How many data is here? 105 up to 105,
105.
right? From
Mm-hmm.
101 to 105. But in our header, how many data is there? Up to 106 to 107, right? We have got multiple ones,
Right.
but how many result we are getting here? Only matching one, right? From 101 to 105, only getting the matching data. This is the beauty of your inner join. This is the beauty of your inner join. Only returning the matching record from both the table. Now if you want, let's say I want all the data from my left and only the matching one from the right. What I can do, I can go for here left outer join. So left outer join, execute, execute. Just go below how many data you are getting now. Can you see two columns,
107.
project ID and project name are missing here because there
Missing.
is no
Yeah.
data.
Mm-hmm.
This is the beauty of joins. Now no need to write that much long code. I can directly write only a single query to get the data. Only a single query to get the data. Is this thing clear?
Yes.